Ananga manjarim kechit Jahnavim cha prachakshate. Sri Ananga Manjari is the most beautiful younger sister of Srimati Radhika. Because of her exquisite beauty, she is named after Cupid or Ananga. She is especially very dear to Lalita and Vishaka. She is 13 years old. And her brother is Shridham. Her husband is Durmad. And her mother and father are Kirtida and Vrishabhanu. Ananga Manjari has the complexion, the color of a golden springtime Ketaki flower. She wears the garments, the color of a blue lotus. She appeared as Jahnava in Gaur Leela in Kali Yuga. In the northern part of Radha Kunda is her Kunja, known as Salila Kamala. It appears to outsiders as radiant as water. It is shaped like a 16-petaled lotus and is connected to the shore by a beautiful crystal bridge. Ananga Manjari fulfills all the desires of Radha and Krishna. She is a constant companion of Rupa Manjari or Rupa Goswami. In fact, it was Rupa and Ananga who gave the Siddha Deha to Bhaktivinoda Thakur on the order of Lalita Sakhi. And granted shelter of their lotus feet in the form of Kamal Manjari. They both gave 1564 the disappearance of Rupa Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami disappeared in 1571. So sometime during the period of these 7 years, Srila Jahnava Mata, Ananga Manjari, she came to Radha Kund and stayed for 3 or 4 days because she knew that Raghunath could not walk, could not come to meet her. And she cooked herself very beautifully, and she served all the Radha Kundvasis in Arita Gram and all the Vaishnavas who were accompanying her. This is described in the 11th chapter of Bhaktiratna. And one day during these 3 days when she was serving, here in Radha Kund, at that time suddenly she heard the sound of the flute of Gopinath coming from all directions. And she was completely captivated by this transcendental sound. And then just at the foot of her crystal bridge of going into her kunja, she saw at the base of a kadamba tree the beautiful glossy Gopinath. Gopinath appeared, and his beauty was defeating millions of cupids. Who in the world would not be maddened at the sight of the slightly smiling, sweet flute player? Very beautifully, Radha, Lalita and other Sakhis, they stood surrounding the very playful Gopinath. Jahnava Mata saw his astonishing beauty and she fainted in a manner which cannot be described. So, during that time, this deity of Gopinath and Radhika was established here in Radha Kund. And some say that Jahnava, after returning to Bengal, she had a Sthapati make a new deity of Srimati Radharani. When she saw that Radharani's deity beside Gopinath was too small, but when it was finished, Radha's face looked just like Jahnava Devi, because the Sthapati was a very staunch devotee of Jahnava. So, and this deity of Jahnava was brought, Jiva Goswami did the Abhishek and installed her next to Gopinath. So, this is how Radhika, Gopinath and Jahnava are worshipped in Radha Kund, in Lalita's Kunja. Sriman Rasa Rasaram Mam Shivata Tata Sthita Karya Venu Swanair Gopir Gopinath Shri Radha Gopinath ki jai, Ananga Manjari ki jai. Sri Jahnava, Srimati Radhika Rani. She is 14 years, 2 months and 15 days old, eternally in the Nitya Leela. Her husband is Abhimanyu and her mother-in-law is Jatila. Her sister-in-law is Kutila. Her brother-in-law is Durmukha. Her grandmother maternal side is Mukhara. And her palace is in Varshana. She wears the dress of her youthful bluish modesty, woven with sham colored threads, and also uttariya, which is red due to the extreme attachment for the company of Shri Krishna. She has the complexion like the yellow champaka flower and lightning. Her lips are reddish due to her deep attraction for Krishna. Her personal beauty is compared to kumkum, and her friendship with her associates is compared to sandalwood pulp. The sweetness of her calm sobriety is compared to camphor. These 3 ingredients decorate the body of Srimati Radhika: kumkum, sandalwood pulp and